I'm sorry, it's a little bit noisy here. This is Rust and Magic with another video. This is going to be a kind of a rambling video here, so there's really not much to see here. You can move on and watch something better. But anyway, let's see if we can get up here. It's a little noisy from the river here. It should be better soon. So I often get the question, why do I use LightWave and why I don't use Blender instead? Blender is free, and yes, it is free, but just because it's free doesn't make it good. Now, I'm not saying Blender is bad. It has a lot of cool functionality, and there's lots of things you can do with it. Personally, I can't stand it, mainly for the user interface. It's very annoying. So for example, when you well, the big problem is that it's different from everything else. If you put a Windows user or a Linux user or a Mac user in front of Blender, they really don't know how to do things, because you don't do it like you do it in other software. So that's an issue. But I really can't stand it for many reasons. So the delete key never deletes anything. You have to press X or something. Very annoying. And try to set up the camera view in Blender. It drives me nuts every time, and I know how to do it. So yeah, when you want to delete, or actually sorry, if you want to change a value in a text box, at least I usually or often use the delete key. And no, it doesn't work. You have to use backspace. It drives me nuts. And it goes on. Middle mouse clicks. I hate middle mouse button clicks. Yes, I have one hidden under the mouse wheel. But when I click the mouse wheel, I often slip on the wheel, and it's difficult to hold the button down. So that's annoying. I know you can emulate this, but then all tutorials will stop making sense for you. So that's annoying. So I don't like that. There's many things I don't like. For example, the outliner, it drives me crazy. So you click on the camera and you expect to change camera attributes. Yeah, right. You have to click on one of the buttons in the tab bar below. If you then click on the light, well, you usually don't get the light properties. You have to click again on one of the buttons to get right. So whenever you do something, you usually end up clicking 2 times. And Yeah, don't get me started on collections. I know why it works the way it is. That doesn't make it any more fun. I want to delete the collection. I press the delete key. Nothing happens. I press the X key. And the collection is gone. But everything that was in it is still there. That's really annoying. Yeah, I know. I can right click and choose delete hierarchy. But that's not very fun. And it annoys me like crazy. Again. It's very annoying. And it goes on. You use left button click to select things most of the time. Not always. And yeah, it has improved over the years, but the user interface still drives me nuts. I've used Blender for about 10 years, and every time I try it, I do it once a year, download the latest version. It has improved a little, but all of these problems are still there. And I know it's just me. There's lots of people that like Blender, and that's great. But me, I can't stand it. As I said, I try once every year. I use it for a couple of weeks, and then I give up. LightWave, I bought that in 2015. It took me 2 days to figure out pretty much everything. And it's so easy to remember that you don't forget about it. So when you need to do it again, it's very simple. And these things with this like camera setup and all of this, there's lots of problems with LightWave. Don't get me wrong, there are many things that could be improved. And they have been. But yes, the problems with LightWave, I think they're easy to get over with. I can stand them. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But no, I can't use Blender. It drives me nuts. I did warn you, this is going to be some rambling here, so just move on, don't listen. Yeah, there's not many 3D applications left anymore, if you're not willing to go subscription. We have LightWave, we have Blender, and that's kind of it. Modo is gone. We have DAZ Studio and Poser, but I don't count these as general 3D applications. They lack a lot of features. So, yeah. Blender and LightWave. Are there any other ones? I mean, that are good for real general 3D rigging, modeling, particles, physics, and so on. I don't think there is much to choose from. So we should support the ones we have. And yes, I often donate to Blender, even though I don't use it, because I think it's good that it's there. And obviously there are a lot of people who likes it. It's just me, I guess. So yes, I use LightWave because it's one of the few last options out there, and because I like it. The only thing LightWave is not so good at is character animation. It has been lacking in that area for a long time. But now in 2024 we got the Rigit toolkit, and there's going to be more options in 2025. So it's definitely moving in the right direction, and I think they have done a really good job with it in the short time they have had to work on it. Even though many things are just external plugins they got their hands on and added to the package, but that's great. That means they've been around for a long time. So even if there might be bugs, they're usually quite well tested. And I think LightWave is improving every day. Yeah, That's why I use LightWave and not Blender. Blender is great if you can use it. I can't. Well, that is enough rambling, I think. Time to get home. If you did listen, I'm sorry. I hope to see you soon again. Take care. Bye.